Hello, y'all. So I wanted to come through with some breaking news. Well, not so much breaking, but probably breaking for y'all because this hasn't been put on mainstream media for the most part. But there has been another revolutionary breakthrough within modern day medicine. So this time it's with none other than the house in Virginia, aka the automobile of Detroit. Y'all know for YouTube monetization, honey, we got to say the acronyms over here, but y'all know what that stands for, honey. Y'all know what it stands for, hence why we wearing the color red, my favorite color. So, from Maryland, we got a company called AGT, called American Gene Technologies, and they came out with a subsidiary company called Autoimmune. Well, no, Adammune. Addimmune. I got it paused on my TVs to make sure I spell everything correct. I'm going to make sure to thoroughly type everything in the description box. Because y'all know I'm a Southern girl. I'm common. I like to doggone mispronounce shit like it's nobody's business. So I'm going to make sure the phonetic spellings and everything is down below. But this company is claiming to be able to come out with a cure. Now, once again, these is their words, not mine. Don't y'all shut my channel down. I am the messenger. I have the right under the First Amendment under the U.S. Constitution to darn spread the news, honey. I'm just reporting it. I'm not darn stating it. Once again, I have to give out that darn legal disclaimer because, honey, when we talk about cures for diseases and stuff, honey, the folks don't like that, honey. I've seen fellow YouTubers get their channels taken down, even for much less. I remember I used to follow one girl who darn put us on about the power of darn hydrogen peroxide and how that can darn easily, help illuminate the skin. The benefits of, 35% and you dilute it, it can darn help clear up acne, all of that oxygenated therapy. Honey, now they just coming out with the oxygenated therapy in the spa environment, and they making it seem like it's something brand new. But honey, my fellow YouTubers, honey, been darn putting it out years ago, honey, and y'all darn shut their channels down and said they was spreading all sorts of false information. Now the dermatologists done jumped on it, and the pharmaceutical industry done found a way to darn water it down and shit, and y'all done pass laws to prevent people from being able to get darn 35% food grade like they could back in the day. Now all of a sudden it's the revolutionary thing because y'all can charge thousands of dollars off of that shit. But when the people was getting the darn stuff down at the wholesale website for $35 and they can provide their own facial treatments for darn pennies on the dollar, oh, y'all shut that shit down quick, fast, in a motherfucking hurry. And that was just for oxygenated darn therapy. Now imagine what they about to do with something like this darn house in Virginia. Something that the darn pharmaceutical companies, politicians, and of the likes, honey, both Democrat. The one thing that unites the Dems and the Republicans is the darn corruption of the pharmaceutical industry and the donors, honey. You don't think they ain't gonna have something to darn say about this, honey? I got some darn ice to sell you in Alaska. Because my thing is this. Even though they say it's going to be some years off, it's like, why do we got a president that does not jump on this? Like, I want y'all to darn and before y'all say, oh, our deficit and all this, that, and the third, and we just had to negotiate, and, the economy is about, honey, do y'all not know how much the darn our country darn invests in frivolous bullshit on an annual basis that they can afford to darn give up? Like, we already got the largest military darn artillery in the world. Why do we spend upwards of damn near $1 trillion a year on the military budget? Why do we spend nearly $1 trillion? When we can cut that darn shit into a tenth if we darn invest just $20-30 billion a year and darn the peace accords and darn developing peaceful darn this alliances and stuff, and just sometimes just staying out of other countries' businesses and darn keeping up here in America first. Deal with your own shit before trying to fix somebody else's shit abroad. But we spend upwards of $1 trillion annually on the military budget. So recklessly that for Viagra alone, there is billions of dollars annually spent just for Viagra. Now I'm trying to figure out in the Army, what in the hell do you need Viagra for? Now I know they say Viagra has a side. I'm sure somebody gonna say something that it ain't just for downstairs, that it's for blood pressure and all that bullshit. But to the tune of billions of dollars a year for a pill which primary function is for you to get it up. Like, why is we worried about darn army men being able to get it up when you supposed to be on the front line darn defending the darn country? But y'all darn justify billions of dollars towards darn Viagra. But companies like this, American Gene Technologies, who sometimes just need a few $1 million investments to darn push through for trials and stuff, is like they just get pushed through the wayside. And this is darn somebody. This is a company that is trying to revolutionize the way that affects 10,000s of American lives, if not millions at this point. They are talking about a cure, not no treatment. They talking about something where you can darn permanently get rid of it out your system. You don't have to take no darn pill or anything. Do you not know how many hundreds to thousands of dollars that was saved darn people who live with a disease called the house in Virginia or the darn automobile in Detroit? Do you not know how that would change somebody's life where they don't have to worry about being on a routine schedule? Because those pills have side effects. We heard about the lawsuit with Descovy about the darn bone issue deterioration from the long-term usage of the pills, and also your kidneys have to constantly process those daily pills on a daily basis. So now your kidneys are darn working extra hard, your bones are deteriorating, you're getting all sorts of extra side effects just to stay alive, so this virus doesn't deteriorate your body anymore. And here you got a company that's developed a potential cure. It's not great in stone just yet, but the fact that it's promising and the government is not rushing to darn put not $1 towards it. We ain't even talking about hundreds of billions of dollars. Like, if you just put $1 billion towards this, that can save. I mean, I would think as far as the economy, that would darn pretty much save hundreds of billions of dollars, because I would imagine that the house in Virginia affects so many millions of people at this point, and with the amount of money and the insurance and all that costs to the tune of hundreds of billions of dollars. But when certain people are getting kickbacks and stuff, it's easy for them to turn a blind eye for the sake of the convenience of the darn folks who push out the darn treatments as opposed to the cures. And I think it's about time these folks start getting called out. And it's not even just the darn Biden administration, because I'm going to take it all the way back to 2016, where there was a doctor that was featured on the Roland Martin show. Her name is called Dr. Hadiya Green, and she came out with a revolutionary way to target cancer. And this affects me personally, because as a cancer survivor, honey, if I had to go through that again, I am darn want to be a test subject for this instead. Instead of having to go through a chemotherapy and radiation where it can darn harm you more than the darn cancer itself. Yeah, you got rid of the cancer, but you done damaged the body beyond darn repair. You end up becoming more frail from the treatment than darn the cancer itself at times. Take you years to even recover back to your normal self, if you ever get back to yourself at all. So with that being said, it's like she needed $30 million. It took her, I think, 4 years to get that $30 million just to go to the next round of the process of starting to do human trials or whatnot, because she did the study within rats. And she found a way to target the cancer cells without damaging any nearby tissues, which is revolutionary, because when it comes to radiation just blasts everything. It blasts the surrounding cells that are healthy and everything in the midst of targeting cancer. Now you start to have other doctors who are coming out with more streamlined laser focus, and the money is not being invested properly. Like, why is we as American people are not holding these politicians accountable? And I'm not just talking about darn on Biden, because Congress is the ones that pass the damn laws. We should be holding every senator accountable, every House rep, because for the funding that actually starts in the damn House. So we really need to get the House of Representatives accountable. The Senate needs to be on board with this shit, along with the president, to sign off on it or whatnot. And this has been around since, I want to say, Obama, because Trump didn't get into office until 2017. So with that being said, Dr. Hadiya Green, she came out with her darn own treatment under Obama. Obama turned the blind eye to it. Trump turned the blind eye to it. Now Biden's in office. So you had two Democrats and one Republican. Well, you might as well say two Republicans, because darn on Biden's basically a Republican in disguise. And doggone Obama is a corporate Democrat. Once again, goes to show you that they all doggone deceitful and ain't for the American people at the end of the day. Because once again, $30 million. Y'all can doggone find $5 billion just to put up a goddamn wall. And most of the immigrants are coming in through the legal checkpoints, which they're going to defeat the purpose of the motherfucking wall. But we can't invest $30 million for revolutionary cures. We can't invest doggone $20-30 million for the treatment for the house in Virginia. And see, this right here is the reason why 2024, I am doggone Team Marion Williamson. Honey, she got my vote. I don't want to hear it. We can doggone fight and argue about it in the comment section. Y'all talk about that bullshit of the lesser than two evils than you want to. See, this is why I don't go for that bullshit. Because once again, Biden is currently in office now. He can make the doggone proposal. Is he going to make the proposal? No. And once again, even if he loses the doggone even if he loses the running for presidency, he ain't going to be uprooted until 2025. So he got all the way up to 2025. So let's see if he does something up until then. Because just because you running for president doesn't mean that you no longer have the power to doggone put forth doggone executive orders. So let's see if your doggone president does anything in regards to doggone trying to push for funding for these revolutionary treatments. We'll see. I'm definitely going to be sharing this doggone video with the White House and y'all president. Now, once again, there's strength in numbers, so I implore y'all to doggone also share the video. Normally, I don't ask y'all to doggone mass share, but in this case, considering it affects so many people's lives, hell, it might affect your life if you deal with either cancer or if you HIV, AIDS, if you know somebody who deals with it. Honey, this is the doggone call to action, because I think at this point we all know somebody that's either been through it, none died from it, or you might be experiencing it yourself. So on behalf of yourself, previous loved one, or current loved one, honey, share this doggone video out. Doggone, definitely look up the doggone information down below for more information. Share all the stuff, not only to President Biden, to the White House, but to your local senators, your House reps, etc. Hold everybody accountable. Hold everybody accountable on this. Because like I said, in this day and age, why is we still darn going treating stuff when there are cures that's been out there? And like I said, when people darn gonna speak of it, all of a sudden they darn gonna disappear in the heat of the night. Y'all know my favorite catchphrase, in the heat of the night. This won't go out into that great night, honey. We're gonna fight the darn get this pushed up on the front line. This needs to be darn revolution. This needs to be, televised. Because this is truly a revolutionary darn possible breakthrough. Granted, it's still years out, but the faster we can get the ball rolling, the faster that this can potentially save millions of people's lives. Like, this can go beyond just America. Like, this affects the entire world. Millions of people suffer from this, all because of darn on folks wanting to darn on experiment and darn on cause darn on genocide in other countries because you just diabolically evil. But that's a whole nother story within itself. You darn gonna took the darn on ish from an animal and darn gonna try to eradicate a whole group of darn on people just because your darn on ass just want to be diabolical. But once again, that's a whole nother story for another day. I'm not even going to go into that. But anyways, y'all know what to do. Like, comment, definitely share. Once again, share it to everybody within Congress or whatnot. Even if you don't share my video, just share the links and stuff down below or whatnot. Just get the information to them. Even if you have to call them up on the phone and tell them the information yourself, share the information with your darn old local congressman, your darn old U.S. darn old Congress, y'all stupid president, etc. And that is it, y'all. I will see y'all soon with more videos. Mwah.